What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we're going to be looking at the 2019 Target exclusive trucks. These were really hard to find until around a month or so ago. So yeah, let's jump into all three. Alright, so if you guys were anything like me when these trucks got released or when these things actually were known about, these were very, very difficult to find. And I personally never thought I would ever get at least Iron Soldier or Iron Spider, I'm sorry, and Red Hulk. Obviously I knew I was going to get Bigfoot because this Bigfoot is my favorite one, Bigfoot 8. And this is actually the first Bigfoot I've ever saw compete in real life. So I knew over time I would get this, but these things were so rare at one time, and I never honestly thought I would ever get one, if not all three. And I can remember this one being on eBay for around $300, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, so at the time, this one popped up a couple times on eBay, and the prices were just insane. A lot of people did not know what was going on with any of these trucks. And then, actually, I think it was Best Buy ended up. I think it was Bigfoot. Bigfoot was the one we were able to find at Best Buy, very, very limited amount. And Hulk was pretty rare, and I would say Iron Spider was definitely the rarest because I never even really thought about this truck or anything. This one I had a feeling was going to be the common one, but now in April of 2020, these things are everywhere. And even though they're a 2019 Target exclusive truck, these are at Targets, and they are on like the end caps, or if you go by like the Easter, basically the Easter part where it's all like Easter bunnies and stuff like that, they have some of these. And I'm not too sure why Hot Wheels basically mailed these out like that. I don't know if it was like a glitch in their shipping or whatever the case may have been, but it was very, very confusing. And the shocking thing was, these trucks were actually the last ones. Well, not the last ones. I need to complete the whole 2019 set. That I'll show you guys when it gets to that, but a lot of people still don't have these, and these things still sell on eBay for a decent amount. If you buy this for like $4, you can easily get like maybe $20 for it on eBay if you really wanted to flip it. But I don't know if we're gonna see these after April, so these things could be pretty rare. So anyway, I was going to do an individual review on all these, but I figure since they're all basically Target exclusive trucks, they are pretty rare. I'm just going to start with my least favorite all the way to my favorite, and you guys probably already know what my favorite truck is. So let's start with my least favorite. Alright, so we are going to take a look at my least favorite one out of this whole mix, and that being the Red Hulk. So this one, I wouldn't say this is probably the common one now, because I have yet to see this one in Targets around me. I saw it once, and that was it. And now the ones that are more common is obviously the Bigfoot 8 and Iron Spider. So this one could actually be one of the rarest ones. I'm not too sure why Hot Wheels did a weird shipping process with these, but if you want to look at the back of the case here, I forget what case number this is from Hot Wheels from 2019, but this is a pretty cool truck nonetheless. And the case it did come up with was the Bone Shaker Goblin, Hot Wheels Racing, Tiger Shark, which I'm pretty sure this case was one of the early cases in 2019. And for the crash attacks and stats, or whatever you guys want to call it, it is Red Hulk, Character, Red Hot Temper, Boiling Bash, and the Bring the Heat. So these are obviously different stats from the original Hulk, which is this green one right here. And yeah, so this thing was really, really cool. I honestly never thought I would get my hands on this one. If I wasn't collecting every single truck, I probably would have missed out on this one because I'm not too big in the Hulk and all that. But yeah, let's crack this thing open, and I would say this is probably one of the rarest ones, so let's open one of the rarest Hot Wheels from 2019. Alright, so here it is out of the package for the very first time. First time I'm ever seeing this truck out of the package, and it's none other than the Red Hulk. So this thing's pretty cool. I do like the red matted look it has to it. I think it's pretty cool. And one common theme I like with all these trucks, I don't know if it was a Target exclusive thing or how to keep the trucks all grouped up, is they all come with an orange Crush and Connect car. I will say one thing, for the trucks in 2020, these Crush cars were a lot better. I think Hot Wheels really botched it on the Crush car or the flattened car, whatever you guys want to call it, for 2020. I think those are kind of eh. But yeah, looking at this truck, I like the color scheme of it. I really like the matted red on it. Let me just take a closer look at this thing. Really, really cool looking. I like the orange, or kind of like the orange chrome B-lock it's got going on here. It's got kind of like a dark gray rim color, black chassis, or black roll cage, chrome chassis. Really cool looking truck. The thing that really makes this thing stick out is definitely that the red on it here. As you see, it does have the Marvel logo right here on the door. So yeah, it's got its old little mean grill teeth. I mean, for what it is, I don't know much about Marvel, so I don't really know if like the Red Hulk really means anything. I don't know if it's like meaner than the green one. Really have no idea. But I think this truck's pretty cool. Definitely one I never thought I would actually get and open. I was fortunate enough to get 2 of these, and like I said, I did get one in an unboxing video, and I also did find one at Target. And that's it. I've only seen one of these at Target. So I don't know if we're going to find these ever again after April. I really hope we do, because they are a cool, unique kind of truck or case or a set, whatever you guys want to call it. And yeah, really nothing much more to say about this truck. I guess one thing that could stick out is the one on the green, the normal Hulk. It's got different color rims or B-locks. And basically everywhere it's red, it's green. And basically right here on the fender, I think that is purple on the other Hulk truck. So, pretty cool, I guess. Really cool truck. Unique. Definitely something I didn't see coming, and definitely a truck I never thought I would have. So, that's going to basically wrap it up on the Red Hulk. Let's move on to my second least favorite, I guess, out of this set of Target exclusives. Alright, and truck that is in the middle out of these 3 trucks is definitely Iron Spider. So this one, in my opinion, I would not say this is as rare as the Red Hulk truck, because this one I've been finding a lot of, and this one actually does not sell at all on eBay. And the prices for this one have actually dropped insanely. You can actually get this one off eBay for like $5, which is crazy, because not too long ago it was going for like 50 to 40. And one cool fun fact on this truck, or on the case that this came with, is the last 2 trucks I needed to get to complete all the trucks of 2019 was Leopard Shark and Mega Rex. And for the longest time I could never find those. Those trucks I ended up finding in a Dollar General. And I don't know how Hot Wheels did like the casing for Target and Dollar Generals and dollar stores, but if you ever went to Dollar General, the cases for them was only 4 trucks, and it was basically Podium Crasher, 4-Wheel Hive, Mega Rex, and Leopard Shark. So I don't know what that was all about. Kind of weird, little fun fact. But yeah, reading the crash attacks on this, if we can see it here, we got the truck name Iron Spider, character, Stark Tech Armor, High Tech Hit, and Be Unstoppable. So I'm guessing the way this ties into Spider-Man is maybe like his armored suit or something like that. Like I said, I am not a big Marvel guy, don't really care that much about it, but obviously the truck is basically cooler looking version of Spider-Man. So yeah, let's crack this thing open and take a nice hard look at the Iron Spider. Alright, so Iron Spider. Definitely one cool thing that sticks out with this truck is the whole color scheme of the truck. I really, really love the red, the gold, and kind of like that dark gray, blackish color scheme. I think right there, it definitely gets brownie points. So obviously with this truck, it's Spider-Man. Basically every spot that was blue, they basically turned it into like this armor kind of looking dark gray color, which I think is really cool. The truck itself actually does have a red roll cage and a chrome chassis, and of course, just like the other exclusive trucks, it does come with an orange Crush and Connect car, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, you got your little Iron Spider thing here. But this truck is really unique. Once again, just like Hulk, it does have cool colored beadlocks. These are actually gold, and they're not like a chrome, but the shine to it is pretty cool. And it actually does have a black rim, which basically pulls the whole truck together, makes it look really cool. And I also really love the trim, if you guys can see it on camera here, around the spider, basically going up and around. I think this truck was really well put together. I like the little detail here, how that is a, I don't know what that is, to be honest, but I do like the detail on it, on how they made it a different color. I think this thing is mean looking. This truck is definitely way better looking than Spider-Man, and it's pretty weird because it's like the same exact casting, same exact everything, but just like the color scheme, you know, you get the right color scheme. The only thing I can say different is maybe make the chassis gold, so it can match like the beadlocks, the trim. I think if they did that, that would be kind of cool, but they didn't do that. But yeah, pretty cool looking truck. And also with the truck is, I don't think it's really the rarest one. I think this one was probably one of the most common ones once the Target started getting their end caps, and basically more stores start getting filled up with these trucks, which is kind of a shame because this thing is really cool looking. I think it's really mean looking. Yeah, I think it's really good, but you know, I am a little biased because I do love Bigfoot, and considering the next one's Bigfoot 8, that's gotta be number one. But really cool piece, really cool truck. If I wasn't collecting, I would definitely want this one in my collection just the way it looks. And of course right here it does say Marvel on it as well. So, I guess that's pretty cool. And I really hope to see this truck in 2020. I don't know what else they can do different with it, but yeah, definitely one of Hot Wheels' better color scheme and well put together truck, at least paint wise and everything. So, they did a good job on this one. But now, it's time to move on to my favorite truck out of all three. Alright, and here it is, the truck that I was looking for. Basically the only reason why I was going to Best Buys and looking for trucks. And, yeah, definitely the first ever Bigfoot I've ever seen in person live when I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. So this truck, I really, really love Bigfoot 8. It is really hard to put any other truck above this one. And yeah, this is basically the crown jewel of my collection, at least for Bigfoot wise. And this one, I would say this one was probably the most sought out truck to get out of 2019. It was very difficult to find. Some people did get lucky enough to find it in a Target, and maybe even lucky enough to find it in a Best Buy. I think more people actually found it in Best Buy. And some people actually did pay close to, you know, like $150 to $200 to even $300 on eBay to get this truck. Just one of these trucks. I was very fortunate to get a couple in the mail. And I was also very fortunate to go to Target and find about 4 more, which was really cool. And I basically gave them away and everything. But yeah, Bigfoot 8, definitely a revolutionary monster truck in the whole industry. This truck, was it Bigfoot 8 or Bigfoot 10? One of these trucks actually did get banned because the chassis and everything was so advanced at the time that it got banned from competition. And I would like to say it's Bigfoot 8, but it could have been 10. It was definitely in the late 80s, early 90s. Definitely the whole panda racing. So, yeah, Bigfoot. So, looking on the back of this thing here, you see the case it comes in: Tiger Shark, Sriracha, Smasquatch, Roger Dodger, and Bone Shaker. Now, I can't remember what case this was, but I think it was the first case, or the second case. And the cool thing with it was, what Hot Wheels did was they just basically replaced the Bigfoot, you know, the normal Bigfoot with this one. But the facts did change. As you see on the top here, Bigfoot 8, pickup, tubular chassis, long jump crush, and to clear new heights. So yeah, it says tubular chassis here because I believe this was one of the very first trucks to switch over to the tubular chassis, and that basically just revolutionized all of monster truck racing. This truck ended up being so advanced that anytime it raced against any other truck, it just simply was not fair. If you go back and look at those early races in the 90s, you know, the late 80s, maybe 92 and before that, it wasn't even fair. The moment the green light hit or whatever, this thing was already won. It basically won the race. Very advanced, and with that being said, this is one of my favorite trucks of all time. I have yet to open one of these. I got about 40 sitting on the shelf. So for my first time ever was crack open the rare Bigfoot 8 from Hot Wheels in 2019. Alright, so here it is, Bigfoot 8. This thing looks amazing out of the packaging. I think, I almost said Spin Master, but Hot Wheels did an amazing job on this. I really love this truck. So, basically, it is the same exact casting as the first Bigfoot that we saw in 2019. And the only difference is, obviously, this one has the racing stripe down the side, the Hot Wheels logo, and that's actually the old Hot Wheels logo. And, of course, Firestone. When this paint scheme first came out, the truck actually did have a real-life motor on the top like that. I forget what that's called. But, yeah, really cool that they did this. I really love this truck. I always wanted to have a die-cast truck of Bigfoot 8, which I did have the early 90s Hot Wheels one that came with snakebite and stuff, but that was so long ago that, I was like probably 6 or 7, so those trucks didn't make it that long with me. So, yeah, they got pretty beat up. But really cool that Hot Wheels went back in time and did this, and this also gives me hope because I really hope that Hot Wheels does treat Bigfoot a little different compared to other trucks. So one thing I would love to see Hot Wheels do is maybe make more Team Bigfoot trucks, like maybe the Blue and Tail Lightning Bolt one, maybe Snakebite, Power Wheels Bigfoot, something like that. Like if they made old classic trucks, Wildfoot or something, that would be amazing. But yeah, so we got the Bigfoot Giant wheel logo, which is really cool. I'm actually going to save this one. And we got, of course, the orange crushed car, which all 3 trucks did come with. And now let's actually take a hard look at this. Alright, so Bigfoot 8, damn, this thing is really, really cool looking. So of course it's got that awesome blue sparkle paint job, which the light is really reflecting that. That looks amazing. I love how they did do the stripe, just like the real life truck on the top and the hood. Not too much detail in the grill, but at least it's there. Looking over, I love the early 90s Hot Wheels logo on the side, just like the real life truck. That logo in itself just brings back so many memories. You got the Firestone logo, and then you got the Bigfoot logo, and the tail lights are also painted. Can't remember if that was on the other Bigfoot. And of course this thing's got white rims, it's got a chrome chassis, and a black roll cage. So it's really, a basic looking truck, but the fact that it's this paint scheme, this Bigfoot, is really, really cool. A lot of collectors were, when they said Bigfoot was going to be made by Hot Wheels, I wasn't too big on it at first. I mean, I was happy, but it was like, I hope they don't botch it or anything. And this Bigfoot, along with the Stars and Stripes Bigfoot that came out this year, that was the Target exclusive, I think this one's definitely my favorite one. This one probably was the rarest at one time, but now it is getting very easy to find. But like I said, this thing's still going on eBay for like $20. So hopefully Hot Wheels will make different Bigfoots throughout this year. So yeah, hopefully we can see that. Definitely now, since I have every single Hot Wheels monster truck from 2019, if I had to make a list of my favorite truck, without a doubt, it is this one right here. Just for the fact that they actually made it, they could have just made that one Bigfoot in the beginning of the year and left it at that, but the fact that they made an attempt to make this one, and it's Bigfoot 8, and just what this truck did to the whole entire monster truck racing, what it basically did, revolutionized the whole sport and everything, and just how dominant this paint scheme was, it's crazy. So the fact that Hot Wheels did it, and they did it in an amazing way, they didn't really botch it or anything, I just wish that this was the first Bigfoot that came out. I kind of wish it wasn't so hard to find and it didn't take almost a year. But it is what it is, and it's a Target exclusive, and basically I want to call these like the Easter trucks because that's around the time these trucks actually did get released. Some people were lucky enough to actually get these, and if you were one of those lucky ones, God bless you, because it was pretty cool to have that, hanging over everybody's head that, hey, I got this truck and you don't. But, yeah, trucks I definitely never thought I would get. If you would have told me probably a month and a half ago I would have all three of these trucks, I would probably have told you no. Or I would probably had to drop at least like $500 on them. So, yeah, really cool. Definitely the best one in my opinion is Bigfoot. I know a lot of people just wanted this one. I think Iron Spider was definitely worth getting. Hulk, if I wasn't a diehard collector, could pass up on it, but definitely could not pass up on this Bigfoot truck. And with that being said, guys, let me know in the comments if you guys got these trucks, if you were lucky enough to find them in Targets before everybody else, or even if you were able to find Bigfoot at Best Buy. I know a lot of people did find some at Best Buy, but yeah, let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video very shortly.